Watch a Shaolin monk jump, sprint, or land. You'll notice something unusual. Their power doesn't begin in the legs. It begins in the knees. This is the part most people don't know. Explosive movement isn't just about producing force. It's about storing it, releasing it, and controlling it in a fraction of a second. In our last two videos, we built the foundation. Today, we build the power. You're going to learn 3 traditional Shaolin knee movements that can make every step, jump, and squat feel stronger, faster, and more explosive. Most people think power comes from pushing harder, but powerful movement begins even before you push. Your knees must first store energy, transfer it efficiently, and release it at exactly the right moment. When any part of that system weakens, your jumps become lower, your steps become slower, and explosive movement quietly begins to disappear. Shaolin monks trained this ability long before modern sports science gave it a name. It all begins with the first movement. The first movement looks almost too awkward to be useful. A slow, deep duck walk. Stay low, keep your chest upright, and take small, controlled steps forward. At first glance, it simply looks like a squat while walking. But here's where it gets interesting. Every step places your knees under deep, controlled compression, not to wear them down, but to teach them how to store force. This is something modern biomechanics calls the stretch-shortening cycle. As your muscles, tendons, and connective tissues lengthen under control, they begin storing elastic energy. Much like a compressed spring, the better your body becomes at storing that energy, the more efficiently it can release it during powerful movements. That's why athletes don't simply produce force. They recycle it. Shaolin training understood this long before science explained it. By spending time moving through deep knee angles, the body gradually learns to stay stable, strong, and elastic under pressure. Perform the duck walk for 20 to 30 slow steps. Move with complete control. Never rush. Because before power can be released, it must first be stored. And that's exactly what the second movement teaches next. The second movement looks almost too simple. Kneel upright. Keep your hips fully extended. Cross your arms over your chest, then slowly lean your entire body backward as one straight line. Go only as far as you can control. Then return to the starting position. At first, it doesn't feel explosive. But here's where it gets interesting. Every degree you lean backward places increasing tension through the front of the knees, the quadriceps, and the tendons connecting them. Unlike muscles, tendons don't become stronger through quick movements alone. They adapt when they're challenged under slow, controlled tension. Modern sports science calls this progressive tendon loading. Over time, the quadriceps tendon, the patellar tendon, and the muscles surrounding the knee become more capable of handling force, not just producing it, absorbing it. Because before your body can release explosive power, it first needs structures strong enough to tolerate it. That's why elite athletes don't only train speed, they train the tissues that make speed possible. Perform 6 to 10 slow repetitions. Lean back only as far as you can maintain perfect control. Keep your body straight from your knees to your shoulders. Never bend at the hips. Drive yourself back to the starting position with smooth control. Because power isn't built only by moving faster. It's built by strengthening the structures that transfer force. And that's exactly what the final movement brings together. The third move is where everything comes together. It isn't the fastest movement, and it certainly isn't the easiest. It's performed one leg at a time. Today, it's commonly known as the shrimp squat. Stand on one leg. Bend the opposite leg behind you. Slowly lower yourself as far as you can with control, then press back to the starting position. Use support if needed. Depth isn't the goal, control is. But here's where it gets interesting. Every time you balance on one leg, Your entire body has to communicate as one system. The foot, the ankle, the knee, the hip, and even your core must constantly exchange information to keep you stable. Scientists call this dynamic stability. Instead of reacting after you lose balance, your nervous system learns to make thousands of tiny corrections before instability ever happens. That's one of the reasons elite athletes can change direction, land from a jump, or recover from a stumble so effortlessly. Their body isn't reacting late, it's adjusting continuously. Perform 6 to 8 slow repetitions on each leg. Move with patience. Stay smooth. Never sacrifice control for depth. Because true explosiveness isn't just about producing force. It's about staying completely in control of it. Now you know why Shaolin monks train these 3 movements, not to build bigger muscles, but to build knees that could create, transfer, and control power. First, store the energy, then release it. Finally, master it. 3 simple movements, 1 complete system. Remember this, explosive legs aren't built the moment you jump. They're built every time you prepare the knees beneath them, because power isn't something you suddenly discover. It's something you train, 1 controlled movement at a time. Remember this line, the fastest body isn't the one that moves the hardest. It's the one that wastes the least energy. Train your knees, and power will follow.